right, hello everybody. Thank you for joining. I am Riley with the T Storm Chasers, and we're going to take a look at your forecast. But before we do, here is a brief word from our sponsors at Cube Portable Storage.
What are you doing?
Decluttering?
Moving? Remodeling? In need of temporary storage, emergency cleanup, or just need to declutter? Cube Portable Storage has the perfect solution. Rent your Cube Portable Storage container today.
And don't forget, they got roll-off dumpsters for the other stuff. Call Cube Storage for all your moving needs.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. I am Riley with the T Storm Chasers. We are back here for an afternoon weather video. For today, we're going to start off looking at our national picture. And as you can see, it's pretty quiet out here overall. There's not a whole lot going on right now. Pretty quiet today. Now, there is an exception. I do want to point out up here in the northwestern part of the country, from Washington, Oregon, California. California in particular, there actually is some flooding concerns. They are watching some big time flooding potential possible there in California. So California dealing with some flooding issues out that way. But for our area, we are quiet. Now you look at the big picture here, national, and there is just very mild temperatures. I mean, pretty much the whole country, with the exception of the northeastern corner, is very, very mild for this time of the year. Alright, so as we take a look at a little bit closer view here of our region, our Quad State region against South Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa, and Minnesota, we have very mild air. It is 59 right now in Sioux Falls. I think we'll eclipse 60 today. It's 57 up in Aberdeen. Going out west there, 64 in Pierre, 73 out in Rapid City. Yeah, look at all these temperatures right here, 70s, 60s and 70s out here in Nebraska and western South Dakota. 75 in Valentine, we got 72 in O'Neill, we got 70 in Omaha, and then in Iowa, we got 66 in Des Moines, we have 63 in Spencer, 61 in Mason City. And up into Minnesota, we got 55 in the cities, we got 61 in Mankato, 55 in Rochester, and 63 in Marshall, and 55 in St. Cloud. So yeah, Sioux Falls probably going to reach 60. I think that's very doable. So now let's go ahead and hear a brief word from our sponsors, and then we'll jump to the models and look at a couple of items. But first, let's hear a word from CE Construction.
From roofing to siding, CE Construction is setting the standard across North and South Dakota. Our expert team delivers quality, durability, and trust on every project. CE Construction, Dakotans helping Dakotans with their roofing and siding needs. Call or visit us online.
Okay, jumping into the latest on the European model. Let's go ahead and play this out for you. The rest of today, again, it's a gorgeous day out there. Hopefully you guys can get out and enjoy today. Now, tomorrow, it's going to be even nicer. We're going to have temperatures in the 60s and 70s. We're really going to max out on these temperatures. In a lot of spots, we're going to be 30 degrees above average for this time of the year. 70s in south central and western South Dakota, and then into Nebraska as well, 70s. Going to be common, and enjoy that because we're going to cool down a little bit. Saturday is still going to be really nice. I mean, we're looking at really mild weather, 40s and 50s, even some 60s out here near Rapid City, down into Nebraska, mid-50s for Sioux Falls, and then a little bit cooler up to the north, mid-40s for Aberdeen. That's about average for this time of the year. And then on Sunday, to close out your weekend, we're looking at temperatures in the 50s and 60s again. 50s in South Dakota, 60s in Nebraska, 40s and 50s in Iowa, and 40s in Minnesota, mid-50s for Sioux Falls. And then on Monday, we'll start to cool off a little bit into the 40s. We got mid-40s for Sioux Falls. That's about average for this time of the year. And then on Tuesday, looking at another day in the 40s. So it does look like starting on Monday, next week is going to be turning a little bit cooler, which is still, these temperatures are about average for this time of the year. 40s, that's about where we should be. And then by Wednesday, same thing, 30s and 40s. And then on Thursday, same story. 30s and 40s once again in the forecast. And then Friday, we'll see what happens at that point. It's taking us out over a week out, 30s and 40s. 30s and 40s will be the common theme of this forecast next week. Looks like that'll be mainly where temperatures will sit for highs. Now, if we switch over and look at the latest European model for a future, take a look at your future radar picture. And as you can see here, for the Northern Plains region, we're looking at a pretty quiet overall forecast starting off here. But once we get towards Friday night, there's your rain showers that I mentioned, that I've been mentioning for the last couple of days. Northwestern South Dakota into north central South Dakota, their rain showers are going to be possible. That would be Buffalo, Faith, Mulbridge areas, and then eventually Aberdeen, Pierre, and then by the time we get towards Friday night into Saturday morning, maybe Sioux Falls. Very, very light activity, though. This is not anything big. And then high pressure kicks in over us, as you can see there, for Saturday. So your weekend, again, looking dry. We're looking like a really nice forecast overall the next few days. Basically, through Sunday, we're going to be seeing very nice, pleasant weather. Now on Sunday night into Monday, we start to see a system coming in from the west, from Wyoming, Colorado. Big low pressure system coming through, and as a result, you're going to get rain back into the forecast by Monday across western South Dakota, and then eventually, north central Nebraska, central South Dakota, into North Dakota, and then eventually into, Sioux Falls, surrounding areas there, eastern South Dakota, into central Iowa. And so that would be Tuesday afternoon. And then Tuesday evening, possibly some snow and freezing rain potential out here in north central South Dakota. It'd be Mulbridge, Aberdeen areas. Sioux Falls looks to be just rain at this time. Now, models can always change, of course, and it's certainly possible, and does look like by the time we get towards Tuesday, system will clear on out of here, and we'll watch maybe another Clipper system maybe on Wednesday, Thursday time frame, but we'll see what happens after that. But the main system, again, Friday night into Saturday morning across, north central South Dakota. And then on Monday. Monday looks to be the main day for any kind of, for that next system to come through with that rain.
All right, so wrapping things up here with your 10-day forecast here for the Sioux Falls area. And as you can see, over the next few days, we're looking at a very mild forecast. 50s today and tomorrow, and then look at this high on Friday, 69 degrees. And then for your weekend, lots of clouds, lots of sunshine, I should say. 50s for your high for the weekend. Overnight lows dropping into the 30s. And then next week, Monday, we're watching that chance for moisture, for rain. 43 on Monday, and then 40s Tuesday and Wednesday, and then we'll dip back a little bit in temperatures by the end of the 10-day here into the 30s. Overnight lows dropping into the 20s next week. So enjoy this nice, mild weather because it will not last forever. For the Aberdeen area, same story here. We got 50s next couple days, and then look at this on Friday. 60 degrees there, lots of sunshine, and then over your weekend, temperatures will dip into the 40s. Pretty nice weekend overall for November standards. And then next week, 30s to low 40s next week for the Aberdeen area. Overnight lows into the 20s. And then for the Pierre area, tomorrow, 60s for a high there. Friday, reaching in the 70s, and then over your weekend, 50s for a high, and then dropping into the 40s next week, upper 30s even by Thursday. But again, enjoy this because this is not going to last forever. Low 70s, wow, that is incredible for this time of the year. That is about 30 degrees above average for this time of the year. Overnight lows mainly in the 30s there, and then for the Rapid City area, closing things out here, we'll have temperatures over the next couple days in the 70s, so be sure to enjoy that, especially out in Rapid. And then your weekend forecast looking pretty nice for Rapid City as well. 50s, mid 50s there over your weekend. Overnight lows dropping into the 30s, and then next week we'll have temperatures into the 40s, dipping in temperatures for everyone next week, and watching that rain chance, by the way, on Monday. So overnight lows will drop into the upper 20s to low 30s as well. So that's going to do it for this afternoon update. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. Be sure to give this a like and subscribe to our channel for more content. We will be back, of course, tomorrow for another video. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and X. That is where we are most active. And be sure to check out Instagram and TikTok as well. We post on those as well. So thank you guys for watching.